Welcome back. Date night with the Vasquezes. We're back. We're on episode six.
Yeah, date number six, I think.
Date number six. We're on date number six, and tonight is just me, Rachel V, the owner of Rachel V's Cosmetics, Rachel V Skin and Beauty, and my lovely husband.
Every time.
My lovely husband. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, it's Uncle Louis B, owner of Vasquez Print and Don Moncho's Garage.
Yes, and we are back this week, and I'm super excited because we've been super consistent, and I'm so proud of us. And I'm gonna say that every show because listen, y'all,
I've been trying.
it's a struggle. But typically we come on Monday nights on live, and this week we had to switch it. Lewis is in the Rise program.
Yeah, Rise and Pay Easy with the African American Chamber of Commerce. So,
And they actually have class on Monday nights. They typically get out between 7:30 to 8. Some nights are some Mondays are a little longer than others, and we didn't want to go live that late this week, so that's why we switched it to Wednesday night this week at 7. We're gonna test this Wednesday out and see how it goes as far as the matrix, the numbers and things. And we might move to Wednesdays, we might keep it at Mondays, but we will keep y'all informed either way it goes.
Definitely gonna keep y'all posted no matter what.
So although it is National Margarita Day, I heard. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true.
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow? Well, today it don't matter because we have a lemon drop.
We have a lemon drop. It was a whole big discussion about like who want to make lemon drops, who don't want to make lemon drops, when they do or they don't. So
that's funny to me though. Do you feel like sometimes when you from a bartender point of view, do you get irritated when people order like those type of drinks where you really have to make the drink compared to just like a Hennessy on the rocks or a Hennessy and Coke? Do you get irritated when people ask for those kind of drinks when it's busy?
No, I think so. It's a couple things that we do. Like if you want like the happy hour one, everybody know like I'm at Brownstown, so a happy hour one we pre-make at the beginning of our shift or whatever. We all follow the same recipe, so that's just putting it on ice. But it is a lot sometimes. You're like, man, I got to turn around because to us we got to go get a martini glass and all that stuff. It ain't like where you like frustrated. It's just that we just moving both sides of the bar. But there are some people who like, no, I want specifically like this type of liquor or I want this.
I'm like that. Yeah. I don't like the pre-mixed ones.
Yeah.
I want you to mix mine. And sometimes I prefer mine with tequila over vodka. So
I agree.
You have to mix mine. I'm not really a pre-mixed girl. It don't sit on me right.
No, I think because then you gotta remember when we do like a pre-mix or anybody do like they pre-mix stuff, 9 times out of 10 that stuff is gonna be like a real vodka that they making or just a real liquor just to keep cost effective. Now we gonna still make them good. I mean, some people come in here and enjoy them. You know, during happy hour it's $7 for a lemon drop compared to if you want like a specific liquor. So if you want like people drink Tito's, it'd be a $13 lemon drop. If like we drink a lot of times Don Julio either Repo or I drink Anejo. And when I drink those, I mean, we talking maybe $18. And that's at Brownstone. I know other places a double of these liquors may cost.
I wonder what else they use when they make theirs.
But like even with like, so for our street cars, technically like our side cars at Brownstone, we use Hennessy. Down at Elsa's, they use Corbel. So it's a brandy one. And it's, you know what I'm saying? It gets you there, but everybody got their different taste for whatever it is that they want. But I know you can substitute it. We have our substituted at Elsa's.
I just think if someone is paying for it, regardless of if you want to do it or not, I think you should just do it. Like, I don't feel like it should be such a big argument. Like, I don't feel like making these drinks. Like, yeah, but you're a bartender.
Yeah.
And not to say it like that, not to be rude, because I've been a bartender. I just never worked in a space where we had to like curate like fancy like lemon drops and stuff like that. Most of the places I worked, it was just like, you know, shots, doubles, singles, mixed with some type of soda. We made like Long Island's. I don't remember, in margaritas and blue MFers, but I never had somebody come to the bar and order like a lemon drop or anything like that. But I know they are time consuming because you got to do the shake, and a lot of
I'm
people
gonna
are
do
doing
one.
it for the look.
That's
A
what she
lot of
said.
people doing it for the look. So
Yeah.
we're gonna let Lewis tap in behind the bar and get started on the lemon drops.
And this is so it's a difference too. So we do a couple of different things. Like one, shout out to Kai and John. They like hate people who make lemon drops with lemonade. So we actually mix ours up. Even in our pre-made, it's mixed. It's just that it's a real vodka, but we mix ours, with fresh lemon juice, triple sec, simple syrup, and then we shake everything. To me, I mean, you can sometimes get away with the lemonade. Like I got some lemonade back here. I think for our second ones. Our first one today though, we
You
gonna
gonna
be
mix
doing.
them.
Yeah, I'm gonna mix them up. I'm gonna cut some lemons and shit stuff up, so we can really show like what's going on. And then we're doing ours today with Milagro Reposado.
Yeah, we drinking ours with tequila.
Tequila. So
We
yeah,
put tequila in our lemon drops today, baby.
yeah. The good thing is, listen, we got wireless mics today, so y'all gonna be able to hear me over here. But then when we tap on the table, it's not as loud as before when the mic was on the table. We upgrade, man.
Please let us know how y'all if y'all can hear us good with these mics that we're trying out. So let us know if you can hear us well with these mics. We're trying to give them a try. Shout out to Shiloh for buying these mics, y'all. So my drink of choice when I go places is usually margarita or lemon drop. Reason why it's really hard to lose weight, okay? Because they have probably like margaritas have probably the most sugar in them. But while he's getting set up, we're gonna go into this week. This last week
Hold on real
was
quick while we doing that, because since you talked about like your favorite drink, she said I got like an old man drink, so I'm a margarita drinker, but I like old fashioned.
yeah. Oh, he always order old fashioned, y'all. I feel like that is such an old man drink. Let me know if I'm wrong. I mean, I know I got an old man, but he ain't that old. But literally, he drinks old fashions. He even drinks them smoked. I don't think I even knew what a smoked drink was until Louis started making them and ordering them. I'm like, who would want their drink to taste smoked? Like, I don't know. Tap in if you like old fashions. Drop a little drink sign in the comments. Let us know you like old fashions. But definitely, to me, that's an old man drink.
And I
Like,
drink what's called I drink brandy old fashions, sweet. So I know it's a difference. Like if you drink that stuff, then you know, like, all right, it's either sour or sweet. I'm a sweet drinker. I'm not a sour.
yeah, I just feel like it's an old people drink. I feel like
I think
people.
it's funny because they say that in that video.
It say what?
The video, but that's just us watching it. I don't know if you can see like the comments.
Ooh, no, I'm on the wrong one. I messed up. Okay, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
I also like to muddle, like sometimes I'll muddle my
Where is it at?
lemons. Go to your is it not showing up on your page?
No.
You might have to like close out of it, close the internet, and jump back in because it did this to us like the first one.
Do that mean that it's actually not on?
No. I think it still is. Remember last time we looked at it and we was trying to figure out if it was still on or not.
Okay. So sorry, y'all. Y'all know we record ourselves, so sometimes you just have a few technical difficulties, baby. But we gonna get through it all in all. Okay, I found it. If it's loud, y'all forgive me. I'm about to how did you have it?
I just clicked on it.
You just what? Clicked on it right here?
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, you got some comments on it.
Kayla said we can hear y'all. Thank you. It's a no for me. Yes, it's an old man drink, Kayla. I seen you and your man drinking lemon drops. For some reason, dudes act like it's such a feminine drink, and then when they finally taste it, they like, "Oh, this lemon drop is, hidden."
Hey, listen,
And we can do flavored lemon drops. So, what flavor do we have? So, I'm gonna have a strawberry tequila lemon drop today, y'all. That's what I'm about to drink.
But the cold part, like, remember we used to go to Bravo. Bravo had it's a lemon basil martini.
That was good.
Really good, really good.
So Twin said it's Jack and Coke. Jack and Coke is an old fashioned is an old man drink. No, Jack and Coke is not an old man drink.
Hell yeah, it's an old man.
No, it's not, because you can drink like honey Jack and Coke.
It's still an old man. It's a honey Jack and lemonade, but it's still an old man drink. I just squeeze my lemons.
I feel like it depends on how it's made. Because Jack can hit the spot from time to time. But I'm not going to the bar and just ordering no brandy.
I'm not going to the bar and ordering no
The
brandy.
brandy, like, oh, go ahead and give me a shot of that brandy. Go ahead and pour me up brandy on the rocks. Like, no, I'm not doing that. But back to my seat because this feels awkward. Kayla said the best martini she had so far was from Fleming's. We have not gone to Fleming's yet. Me and Lewis have not been on a date night there yet. So that has to be coming up in the future, hopefully. I heard mixed reviews, so we're gonna see how that go. But let's jump into this week because this week has been a lot going on for us.
Yes,
From Valentine, from his birthday to then Valentine's Day, then our daughter's birthday. So it was kind of like back to back, just things to do. Like as a mother, as an entrepreneur, as a wife, I just feel like it's always something to do. Okay, it's like when do I rest? It's
the pick and save lemonade.
that's the pick and save lemonade.
Yeah. It's
He
tart.
extra.
It's got that little tart.
But yeah, it's always something to do. So this week for Valentine's Day, we went to Belly's Bistro. Shout out to Mike.
Man, shout out to hell of a time.
It was a bomb time. The food was amazing. The way he had it set up for the private dinner, it was like food just kept coming out, and we couldn't even eat it all. Like it was good. It was all good, but it was like just so much from the we had an appetizer, we had a salad, we had what kind of wings did we have? The wings was so good. They were like garlic, spicy garlic or something like that. Ooh, they was fire, y'all. The wings at Belly's be fire, okay? Then I ended up ordering steak and potatoes, and I had a salad. What did you have?
Salmon and asparagus.
So it was all in all, it was an amazing Valentine. So originally when Lewis asked me what I wanted for Valentine's Day, I said an indoor garden. Months ago, he joked about this car that I wanted, and he was like, "What would you do if I rebuild you this type of car?" And I was like, oh, "I would cry." Um, I'm not really a crier, you guys, FYI, but I was like, I would cry, meaning that I would really want it. So when I was younger, my older brother had a Caprice. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I gotta taste this. We got the sugar on our rims too.
Yeah,
We fancy. Put that pinky up. Oh yeah, that's good. It give you that little that you need. But so when I was little, my brother had a Caprice Classic car. It was like a black bubble, and it had like glitter flakes in it. And I just was so in love with that car because I just looked up to my brother so much. I was just like, I want one of those. I want one of those. I really didn't know what kind of car it was, y'all. I promise I didn't. But of course, being with Lewis, you start to learn a little bit about cars. And so when he sent me a picture of this car, a car, I was like, yeah, that's kind of like the car that my brother had. Come to find out, it's like the big brother to the car my brother had, which is even more amazing because meaning that I'm out here.
She called, yeah. It's a so we talking about an Impala SS compared to a Caprice, and I did Caprices and stuff too. But when this one came up, it was like we had always talked about it. The wild thing is, me and her brother, before I met her, technically kind of was like neighbors almost. He stayed across the street from Peter, so it was like he stayed close to the projects. Like I don't remember seeing the car and then like that, but when she talked about it, I'm like, okay. I forgot where we saw one of the Caprices or something done, and she like that's the kind of car I want. Now we both want a Chevelle, and I think that's the next car. But right now, I feel like I told her like an Impala, a '96 Impala SS is like a special car, just like my T-top with stick in the floor is. I love my Cadillac. That's just my special car, but that and the Chevelle.
Y'all, I can't wait to fix up my Impala SS, y'all. When I tell y'all, I'm gonna be acting random.
Right.
I'm trying to see what color I want it, cause see, like you can redo it however you want it. I think I want pink, just because I'm extra like that. But then I kind of want green because those is my colors, okay? But we gonna see. Yeah. The point is, that's what I got for Valentine's Day.
That's
so
probably like
that
the
was
hardest
cracking
thing for me though, because I am an original.
He loves factory stuff.
Yeah,
like he hates when people change factory colors. he wants the car to be a factory color. I don't want a
Or
factory color.
something close to.
Once
like
he
that.
named the only factory colors that came in, I was like, yeah, I don't want
96,
that.
94, 95, I think only had like black, and then it came out with the green. Um, so like the green that this one is, the black, and then that like maroon.
Yeah, no, I don't want none of them colors. So I'll do navy, green, or pink. So we gonna see y'all. Give me a little time. It's gonna take a little time to fix it up, but once I get out here, I'm gonna get out here. Okay. I gotta buy a duplex before I fix that up though. So that's gonna wait for a second because we got responsibility.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I'm super excited about. Like, it wasn't something that I needed to fix all the way. I can tell her, I can give it to her. Like, it's a work in progress. I mean, it's a good car. It's a work in progress though, so I didn't have to worry about it being like this car needs to be done. X, like I'm putting off two of my projects that I wanted to have done by this summer. We're gonna put that off for a while because, like she said, we got some other goals and stuff, which is one of the things we was talking about today, which is like budgeting and stuff. But we got some goals, so I'm gonna put it away like that stuff to the side, and I'm also in school to paint cars, so I'm gonna end up doing them cars myself.
Yeah, it's smarter to probably let my husband paint my car. It'll be free. Might have to, do a little strength for a piece of Chinese,
Exactly.
but it's gonna be free. But it'll be free. But other than that, our daughter's birthday was yesterday. So this past Sunday, we took them to the ice cream museum or the Museum of Ice Cream.
Yeah, either way.
Either way, whatever. We went there. Then we went to JoJo's Shake in Chicago. This was all in Chicago. And we had a good time. But the ice cream museum, do not recommend. That's just me.
I feel like the kids had a good time.
So I feel like the kids had a good time, but I felt like it wasn't worth the money.
Yeah, I mean, them couple of little rooms, you could have ate all the ice cream. But I ain't gonna lie, that shit fucked my stomach up tremendously.
Yeah, I was dairied out. I was just like dairied out.
Yeah, facts.
I was like, why did we do this? But the girls had an amazing time. They enjoyed it. They got everything pretty much that they wanted for their birthday, except for Mackenzie wants a second ear piercing. She's 12, so I was on the fence, but I think I'm gonna do it. But I'm gonna take her to the mall to get it done. Madison is on the fence. She really doesn't know if she wants it, but that's fine with me.
They don't be keeping up.
They really don't keep up with their earrings though, so that kind of irritates me. They didn't lost real earrings. They didn't lost fake earrings. I don't even know. But we might do it. We might not. So that's what this past week. So that was actually our typical. We'll go on a date on Sundays, and that was kind of our date with the kids. We really didn't get a chance to go on no solo dates besides Valentine's Day.
Yeah, no, I think that was
our date night of the week.
Yeah, which was good. I knew we were sad because we had date night on Monday where we recorded with TG them.
Yeah.
Wednesday was that, and then we kind of just chilled. Actually, we both was working. You was working during the day. I had school and work all weekend. So it was a busy one.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Both of us working and both going to school. And the kids, all that stuff, it's been kicking our butt. Okay? Kicking our butt. But all in all, thank you for the strength.
Good.
Because we getting through it. Yesterday, y'all, we supposed to have parent-teacher conference, right? I scheduled all these parent-teacher conferences, y'all. And I just felt like I was so accomplished. You know how when you finally schedule stuff, you're ready. Not only did I forget the parent-teacher conference, I also forgot they had a doctor's appointment that morning.
That's how busy it's been. Though. I told her to give herself
epic fail. Lewis like, just give yourself grace. You've been doing. I know, but like, shout out to the single moms. Shout out to y'all because baby, I've been going through it. Okay, I've been forgetting random stuff. Like, how did I forget that I just scheduled this boy parent-teacher conference, knowing that I need to talk to every single one of these teachers? Like. What, Rachel? Wake up. I've been taking focus vitamins. I've been taking multivitamins.
I just need to sleep.
I've been taking a lot of different vitamins, and I'm trying to figure out which one gonna kick in for this memory. If you got any suggestions, put them in the comments. Cause baby,
I just be needing sleep.
I literally forgot I literally forgot that so I had to reschedule his parent conference till tomorrow. And let me tell you something, I thought I scheduled him for today. So I was ready to hop online today and do some conferences that was not even for today, they for tomorrow. Yeah.
Listen, I was so tired.
That's what
Apparently,
parenthood look like.
Apparently, I was talking to Rachel in my sleep trying to fix her drinks.
First of all, Lewis was asleep, y'all, right? This before we get into our main topic, y'all. Lewis was asleep. Why? And I was woke because I be woke sometimes. I have a small form of sleep apnea. So some nights I'm just woke and I'm just up. So Lewis literally was in his sleep asking me about drinks, like telling me he about to make my drink. Da, 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 da. I said, bro, you need a vacation from Brownstone. Because there's no way you. And then when I say he sat up in his sleep and he looked back at me and was like, everything okay? And I'm like, I said, go back to bed, Louis. Now I know he sleep talk. He been doing it since I met him.
Listen, my daddy sleep
and he sometimes he even sleepwalk. He don't even remember when he get up and out the bed. But so I'm not scared of it now. I'm just at the point where I be like, nigga, go to sleep.
The point of this is
like, don't irritate me.
Listen,
go to sleep.
The point of this is all that complaining y'all doing. I be making lemon drops in my sleep.
That is true. That is true. My baby do be making lemon drops in his sleep. But I'm just trying to figure out who you making them for that got you thinking about it. Because baby, it ain't me.
Yeah, it always turn to something negative.
It ain't me.
Always turn to something negative. Boy, I tell you.
He just steady talking like, take your ass to sleep.
That shit was so funny because I remember waking up and she like, go to sleep. And I was so disoriented. I'm like, what? I couldn't even argue with it. I just laid back down and went to sleep.
Irritating. But that was our week, y'all. I hope y'all had a good week.
Yeah, y'all Valentine's Day was
now we rolling back into real life. You know, the holidays is over. Valentine's Day is dead. There's no more gifts coming. So, you know, we hopping back into school, doing homework, getting the kids to school.
Like, hey, y'all, I'm more on this show than I did any other one. Shit, we only been out for like.
Yarning is contagious. Stop.
Yeah.
So tonight our goal is to lay up. After we get done with the show, we laying up. Now, I don't know what y'all do in y'all house, but we cuddle. We lay up.
Until my arm falls asleep, then it be time.
Yeah, then once his arm falls asleep, then he be like, and I still be like, not yet. But this week we're talking about why is it so hard to budget, how to budget. I feel like throughout our relationship, y'all know we've been together since we were young. So we kind of had to mature budgeting wise, financial wise, we had to mature. We both came in with some bad habits, and not really understanding how to make our money work for us and us not work for our money. We didn't understand sacrifice, I feel like, for a long time. We felt like we work, we deserve it, we should get it, regardless of the outcome, regardless of what situation. I feel like I'm thankful for where we're at now when it comes to finances because
and that's not to say like it's perfect, but it's just I am thankful.
No, definitely I don't think anything is perfect because some people over budget.
Right.
Like some people budget so much they can't enjoy life. I don't want to live like that. It's a couple of things my dad always have said to me or taught me. One of them is never be house poor. Right. So what that means when you say house poor is only being able to afford your home and not be able to afford to live any other part of your life. A lot of people, they take a house as that's the way they show their success. So they buy the biggest house, the most rooms, the most that they don't really need. So now your mortgage is all you can afford. And so because that's all you can afford, you have to sacrifice in every other area, from vacations to date nights to everything. And I'm not willing to do that. So I'm more of the person who can take a house and build it into what I want.
You can't be living there when you do it, though.
But I can't. I don't like living there when I do it, though.
See,
that part bothers me.
For me to get you to like let us redo the kitchen, knowing
that
have to be there.
Yeah. So I don't like that part. I don't like living in a house that's being repaired. But because that's my current situation, I really don't have a choice. But I would rather keep the mortgage that I currently have, redo my house to fit this part of my lifestyle, instead of increasing my mortgage 2 to 3 times of what I pay and ending up being house poor. So that's something I never want to be, is house poor. It's not something that I'm willing to do. I don't feel like a house shows my success. I do feel like I want a nice house. I want nice things, but I don't need a mansion or anything like that. Like my biggest goal is a farm. So that's
Yeah.
my biggest goal. My biggest goal is land, animals, a nice sized house, a big porch, a nice yard for my family to come kick it in, and space that they can come spend the night, and eventually build my kids
I was
small
gonna say that, like
little homes on our
I want regular
land
homes
where
on
they
this.
can where they can always come back and have somewhere to go. That's my biggest goal, but I want it to pay for itself. I don't want to feel like I can't do anything else but that.
Yeah, yeah, no. We
Um,
talked about that. I think for quite a bit, like thinking about purchasing a new house.
Man,
And
we
it's
talked
just what
about
it,
that back and forth for a long
we
time.
still talk about it now. It's just like, what do we want to do? And then coming to the realization that we got Nemo who will be out of high school in like 2.5 years. The twins will be in high school when he leaves, so we got like 4 more years after that. So maybe 6, 7 years. So we go buy this big old house. By the time
We're gonna be empty nesters.
we're gonna be empty nesters,
So we're gonna have all
probably.
this big old house paying this big old mortgage for just us two.
Yeah, and
And
I mean I'm like to make, I'd be like, eventually after we talk about it enough, I'll probably cave on it. But then I'm like, no, I would prefer us to just fix this one and do what we need to. Um,
and
we
plus, I'm
still got
not
one
willing
for the
to sell
kids.
the house that we're
Yeah, yeah, I
in.
know. That's what I mean. It's
That's
a
one thing
legacy
I would
house.
never fold on. I'm not willing to sell the house that we in. It's something that I feel like needs to stay in the family. It's the first house my parents bought together, and I cherish that, and that's a value to me, and that's more value than somebody paying for my parents' house.
Yeah,
It's more important to me to keep it than it is to let it go. So if I have to stay in it to keep it, I'm gonna stay in it to keep it. But another thing my dad always taught me is if you he always asks like, can you if me and him in a relationship, if he leaves, can you afford your current lifestyle? And if you cannot, then you don't need to be living that lifestyle. And that was just how he was. He like you need to be able to afford everything that you afford now with him, without him, because there's always a possibility of anything. It could be anything. It could be a lot of things that could happen.
right.
But that always sticks in the back of my head too. I have to be able to afford me and my children's lifestyle, regardless if Lewis is here or if he's not here. Do we have life insurance policies and things like that? Yes, we do. Do I keep a savings? Yes, I do. Does he keep a savings? Yes, we do. But things come up. We have to pay for things. Things happen, and sometimes you got to start that savings all over. So
I think we're
budgeting.
talking too while we're talking about it, I think maybe when we talk about guests, we should probably have somebody who do life insurance come out too.
Oh, I know a couple of people that do that. But um, one of the most important things about your financial wellness is learning how to keep a budget.
Correct.
But I also feel it's one of the hardest things.
It is. I mean, it's difficult. Like, so this came up real heavy. Like, we always kind of go back and forth with it, but it came up more heavy because of the Rise program. Last week was or this week was our like financial portion of it. Because many of y'all know, I mean, a lot of our people who follow us as entrepreneurs, um, like if your personal finances and stuff is not in order, usually that trickle over into your business stuff. Um, so kind of doing it there, but for us it'd be just difficult because sometimes we be needing a little break, but it seemed like every time we like, all right, look, no out to eat for like 2 months, then we like out to eat 4 times in 1 week. You know what I'm saying? So, or it'd be like, man, I want to like today. We both got up and we just like, man, I ain't got nothing. Rachel didn't have nothing for lunch yesterday, and then today I woke up like, man, it's hard to either like budget or say like, let's go get us a crab boil. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go spend. So we know that's $100 no matter when we step out. Valentine's Day I ain't too much tripping about because that was kind of budgeted for, but the rest of that stuff, like if we
I
feel
did
like
turn down the crab boil today. I did
you
good.
did good.
I
You did
turned it
good.
down.
Because I ain't listen. That's
Because
some tough.
typically I'd be like, let's go.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to fight it, but I'm like, nah, you know what? We're gonna just have to start doing what we'll give ourselves, maybe like
Allowance.
an allowance on the stuff or a number of days that we can say like, all right, look, we're gonna do. And we can't do no one a month or nothing like that. I know how we get down. Like even in our busiest times, we're not doing no one day a month. So maybe once every 2 weeks that we can go out to eat or do something like that. The rest of the time, we really gotta cook at the crib.
Have day night at home.
Yeah, that's cool. But today, even shit, the shit that I got from the thing was $100. Yeah, but I know we'll have like we can have like leftovers or do whatever, which would be good. But yeah,
But I mean, what do you feel like is the hardest part about setting a budget for our family?
it's discipline. So one, I mean, stuff comes up, but I think it's a way to budget for that. It's just for us. It's just like we both move around uh, nonstop. So
A
for me,
lot.
it's easier. Like during the week, like 3 4 days out of the week, I'm not gonna be home for dinner. So that means I can probably pick something up on the way out. Um,
But that's even bad.
that's
You
what I'm saying.
spending, you
Is
still
that
spending money.
that's where my issue comes. Now, mom's makes something what she used to. She been occupied. She been living her life. You know what I'm saying? So we've been good. But we
We're
got
gonna have to
corned
have a
beef.
meeting
We
about
got corned beef in the oven. We got
that.
corned beef in the oven like a mug. So that's gonna be good. But I think it's just taking advantage of the stuff that we got at home, eating what we got there, and then
And meal prepping is so hard. People are trying to make it look so easy. It's not easy. It's so hard because you literally have to eat that stuff every day.
yeah.
And it's like, do I want to eat this every day
I think we
though?
need to mix it up. So I don't think we need to have the same meal for 5 days. This is the problem. I get home from Brownstone late, and whoever left food anywhere besides like put up in the refrigerator, I'm probably gonna eat it. So I just feel like I'm gonna eat.
He eats my
I'm gonna
lunch
eat.
sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm like, I was taking that to lunch tomorrow.
Yeah.
But that's the hardest thing about being an entrepreneur for me is like sometimes I'm at the shop. Like yesterday, I was at the shop from like 9 a.m. to about 5 6, and I didn't eat nothing. Like when I say nothing, until Quita gave me a piece of her steak, egg, and cheese bagel, and it was like the smallest piece. Number one, I'm thankful for that, but I didn't want to eat that because I'm also trying to work out and lose weight. So you end up making poor decisions.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
You make poor decisions because you need something quick. I'm in an area where Culver's is literally two steps away. The gas stations are 2 steps away.
Yeah.
Corner Bakery is 2 steps away. Like everything in that area is not that much healthy stuff around me.
Yeah.
So if I don't take a healthy lunch to work with me, I'm stuck eating whatever I can get. And so because I get up so early sometimes, I'm waking up about maybe 4 or 5. If we go to the gym, if we don't go to the gym, I'm about 5:36. And I don't have time to really make a lunch because I'm waking up everybody. I'm getting everybody prepared. I'm the one yelling in the morning, making sure everybody is ready to get out the door.
I appreciate
So
it.
I'm that person. I know that that's a part of my job description. Like I have to get up. I have to make sure everybody is up. Even if I want to lay back down for 2 more seconds, I really don't have the space to do that. I need to just get up, wake up everybody, make sure we're on time, make sure we're out the door. For a couple of weeks, it was good because Nehemiah was able to take the girls to school, but currently he doesn't have a car.
Yeah, he lost them.
He lost his privileges for his car. So it makes it harder on me again because now I have to go back to doing everything all over again. And so with budgeting, that all plays a big part. Like all of that plays a part. Because I don't have the time to really save on food. And we don't get Quest, we don't get any of that stuff. So everything, and then my kids are always asking for something food wise. They always hungry.
Yep.
When they get out of school, they act like they ain't ate all day. They come to the spa and think they supposed to have a full meal waiting on them. And I'm just like, how long ago did y'all eat lunch?
No, and that's because your mom was spoiling all of us. But I think we just need to be a little bit more strict with them on that shit too, because we literally, and this has been since I met Rachel, this is just how her parents got down. That shit just kind of rubbed off on me too. We literally have a refrigerator on the first floor, a refrigerator and a deep freezer in the basement, and another deep freezer in the garage.
We have so many refrigerators, y'all.
So everything is full of food. You know what I'm saying?
And we got so much food, we just don't have time to always cook it.
Yep.
Like we got meats for days. Like literally, my dad used to have this barbecue at the end of
clean out the refrigerator.
So at the end of the summer to clean out the refrigerator, and we're gonna do that. We do that too now because we don't have a choice. Like we literally have like 5 refrigerators, and like they all full of food, like lit. And I'm not. We're not
We can
even.
probably post this shit to YouTube too, like just like what the shit look like our I guess what we call like our main refrigerator. It's plenty to go boxes and shit like that in there. But I mean, it's food in there. But then the rest of the stuff downstairs, it's ridiculous. It's hard to close the deep fridge in the
It's
basement.
embarrassing.
But I think what we gonna do is it's getting nicer and it's day, you know.
I'm a barbecue
Yeah,
fiend,
let's go.
so we're gonna have a lot of barbecue this
I wanted to
summer.
barbecue this today, but we both tired. We knew we had to record. We might tomorrow. I might put some on the
That
grill
don't
tomorrow.
mean invite yourself to our house, okay?
But
Because
yeah,
Lewis is a lot more friendly with invites than I am.
yeah. Everybody be
But
like, well, cook me something. Listen, I'm probably tomorrow. I'm probably doing some chicken and some ribs. The people who know that they can come over, y'all are welcome to come over. Yeah. Them people are, yeah. If not, I mean, shit, I got some moves to bust, but other than that, I'm gonna be home.
whatever. But no, so what else with budgeting? Because you
I
got to
think
talking
that's
about the
it.
barbecue and you
Yeah,
got me
yeah.
thrown off because now I'm thinking about how I want my backyard for the summer.
Oh yeah,
Come
see,
on.
but not so that, but budgeting a part of that because we really want to do certain stuff and we
So
need
we
to put
literally
certain
have to
stuff.
budget for a duplex, our backyard, and my garden. For all those
We got some
people,
shit we want to do to the rental property. We also want to go we taking a spring break trip. Like it's a lot of shit that
oh
we got to
yeah, we
budget
are
for.
taking the kids to the DMV for the spring break.
We also need to like I have not usually done this. It's just been like I just do it as I can or do like however I feel. We got a budget for the car. Like I'm writing a budget for the stuff that we need to do for your car. I got kind of like a budget in my mind of what I want to do and
Y'all
need for
need
my
to,
car.
yeah, we got to throw my birthday in there too because
We gonna have to walk y'all in like the garage back there right now. I need to clean it out because everybody who hit me about like can they car get washed and stuff like that. My car's is in the garage right now. And shout out to Ricky and my pops because they ain't really been on my ass about moving just my cars out of there. But three of my vehicles is parked in there, so I don't have no room to pull nothing really in. It's just enough room for Ricky to get his work and stuff done in there. But the Escalade will be
getting fixed
getting
soon.
fixed soon.
So we have so much stuff to budget for, and the reason why we want to talk about budgeting because it can be overwhelming to think about. I think a lot of people shut down when they consider like how to set up a budget, what to budget for. With us having so many projects coming up, and projects even include vacation. So
Right.
we have the DMV trip, which is in April. We have the backyard. We redoing our whole backyard. Like I'm redoing my full setup of my backyard, my garden, my gazebo. I wanted to sit on something. So we're gonna me and Louis are gonna build out our whole backyard by ourselves. We have to get our garage redone.
Yeah, we got that. Then we also got like our rental property where we own the land next to the rental property, and I want to fence that off. So I got to
And we're
do that
gonna
stuff.
also have a
I think,
community garden there.
yeah, we're gonna
So
do
we
garden
have
there.
to get into all of that. So like budgeting can be overwhelming, but I am encouraging y'all to sit down and better understand your money and making your money work for you and you not work for your money. But also for the entrepreneurs, I know a lot of time money gets mixed up. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You have your personal account, you got your business account. Honestly, you should never be spending personally out your business account. And that's something that
that
I
was
felt like I had to
hard.
teach. I feel like that's something that Lewis has started learning from me
I
because
agree.
I literally separate all that stuff now. I pay myself an actual paycheck. That is really important when it comes down to your business being legit
Hell yeah.
and your paperwork being in
Because if
order.
they go after your
And
business and that stuff bleeding over, they go after you.
they're going to come after you. One of the eye openers for me was going to the bank to look at like business loans, business credit cards, and they're like, okay, well, how much how much do you make? Me thinking, and this was years ago, but me thinking they like, okay, well, I have this good amount in my business account. It shows you that I'm making money. You're seeing my income come in and out, in and out. So you can clearly see that I'm making money. But because I didn't have a separation,
Yep.
they like, no, we need to know how much you actually pay yourself separately. Like that's going into a whole different account that's just with your name on it, not your business, anything. So now I actually have to cut myself a check. I'm my own employee now. So that makes a huge difference when it comes to your budgeting. You have to budget for success. You have to budget for your business to be legit. I know we all want to get away with stuff. We don't want to tell IRS everything. We don't want to give all the details, but honestly, your business will never benefit you if you don't start getting your paperwork and your finances
that's one of the things I got
in order. It's scary because you're like, man, I don't want to report all of this, or I don't. But I ended up hiring an accountant about a year ago, and it was my first real accountant for this current business. And I'm so thankful that I hired her because she like, well, Rachel, do you want to look broke on paper forever, meaning that your business is never progressing, or do you want to look like you're making money so you're dependable to lend money to, or
I got that same advice though. I got it from Corey. Shout out to Corey from Brownstown. Like for other Brownstown, he do some other stuff.
And he a millionaire, but he
said it like, make sure you claim all that money because it seemed better to be like, I didn't make no money. You gonna get some taxes back, but once we started actually saying like, all right, this is what we actually make. We owe money, but at least we can show these people like
we look financially responsible on paper though, and that matters in the real world when my business is my main income. So what that means is if I'm never making money in my business, I don't qualify for anything. Right. There's nothing I can qualify. I can't qualify. And also, let me say this on this other side. If you always are losing money, you're never making a profit in your business. This is no longer a business. This is a hobby. And that's the way they're going to look at it. You don't really need this LLC because this is not a business. They will take it away from you and say, this is a hobby. It's been 5 years and you haven't made any progress.
Yeah, and it seemed cool because you can do it like, oh yeah, we can. You don't have to claim no money for a while, but listen, it matter a different. And
and you have to have a good accountant to make sure everything is in order. Shout out to my accountant that you can trust. But it is super important to understand that what's on paper for you matters. Your name on that paper, what your income is, it matters if this is your only source of income. If you don't have no other source of income, that matters. So I had to realize that mattered for me. So I can't go get a duplex without 2 years of tax paperwork. I can't go, but that all goes off of budgeting. All of that works hand in hand. Like it all works hand in hand.
It ain't always an easy conversation.
It's not an easy conversation. I think a lot of people get ashamed when we talk about budget. A lot of people, they feel like they don't understand the numbers. They don't understand what to do. They're like, okay, but if I have this, and if I gotta rob Peter to pay Paul, like how I'm supposed to budget? A lot of people don't understand. It's not really even about how much you make. It's where you put it at, how you use it, what you put it into. It's people that have low salaries who lifestyle is more lavish than people who make more money, because a lot of people make more money so they spend more money. A lot of people they like so many fancy things, and it bites into their budget because you're living above your means. And I know we live in a society that tells us that you want to fake it till you make it, but baby, when you go to the bank, when you get in front of them loan officers and the credit cards, and you're looking to buy houses and do all this stuff in your business name, you can't fake it no more.
No, you know how I try to say it. Listen, get your funds right, then you can get your funds right.
Yeah, so right now, me and Lou's getting our funds right. The fun is in and out. We still have fun, but we try to have financially smart fun.
Right.
It's easy for me because, especially like a lot of people like, well, you shop a lot. Y'all don't even understand how much of a budget I shop on. Y'all don't even understand like a lot of stuff that people love that I wear. Hey, baby. One thing about Rachel, I know how to make it work. Okay, I know how to make it work. Okay, so we have any audience, anything?
Yeah, it's a couple people still out there, but it ain't nothing. Just a bunch of agreeing. Shout out to Caleb in there. Shout out to Caleb Howard. Shout out to Twin Darnell with the white now. That's really been it. It's just a lot of.
I don't know if let me stand.
You got Instagram.
I got Instagram going too. I'm about to post Instagram in just a second, but let me see if anything on here. Yes, financial literacy is so important.
I
Somebody said
think we're gonna have somebody
they said
come
all
talk
I
about that
preach
too.
is financial literacy and balancing. It's definitely a balance. Like you can have fun, but you still want to make sure your financial is in order. That truly does matter because it ain't no fun when you don't qualify for nothing.
Right. We gotta yeah, we're gonna end up having, I think, somebody we can have a guest on for that. Um, so we can kind of dive into it some more. Some more. I think we don't talk about it enough. Like even with the rising KE, we kind of ask like, what did your parents teach you about money? So what did you learn from your parents? From
Do you feel
uh,
like you learned anything of value
uh,
from your parents when it comes to
I
finances?
do. I mean to be transparent, like it was some stuff that I'm like, I know I don't want to do. You know, I like my mom. So my mom and Rachel think similar. Sometime with the money stuff, it's like, oh, we got to treat yourself. And for me, I'm like, you always gonna feel like you got to treat yourself. But it like you have to sacrifice to get to this to this bigger thing. Like it's been times where it was stuff like I really wanted that I couldn't get because I didn't sacrifice or like I was getting these little small things along the way that if I just would have put that shit off, I would have been able to get this big thing later on. So I started remembering that, and I'm like, all right, there's certain stuff I'm gonna just say like I don't need every drop that come on the sneaker app, and then when something like so for me, this is how I felt like had I would have said like, all right, I'm gonna get every drop, or I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna fix up this car, I'm gonna buy some more rims. When the opportunity came to buy that Impala for you, I wouldn't have had the money.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's small stuff like that, but it's not. Now I want to do that on a bigger scale because it's like, all right, now what? While that was cool, had I would have not bought that, or maybe these other cars would do that mean like we would be closer to what we need for right now, for like the duplex or
Yeah, we
whatever else we
definitely would
need.
have.
Yeah,
And so for me, I think sometimes finances reflect in the accomplishments. So, like for instance, us able to be redo the floors at our rental property. To
right.
me, that was a big accomplishment. That's something we
Agreed.
talked about for a long time, but we kept putting off, and then we finally were able to do it because we sacrificed um, so many small things to get to this big thing. And so, and that's
But
the
that's
easy.
last year too.
That's
We need to
lit.
put that on our taxes.
That's literally the easiest way to say it. Like you have to sacrifice the small things to get to the big things. The small things are going to be around. They're going to come. The sneaker drops are going to be here. The
Right.
bags, the purses, the belts, the all that stuff is going to be here. Um, but the big thing, the house, the remodel, the investment, is that still going to be here? Like you have to sacrifice. Sacrificing and budgeting just go hand in hand. And I think a lot of times, and like Louis said, we definitely gonna bring somebody on here to talk, get deeper in depth about it. But I think a lot of times we, in our, especially in the Black culture, we get so afraid of talking about finances. We shy away from it. We don't want to talk about it. We are super untransparent about it. We lie about it. We make it seem like we're up when we're not up.
Right.
When our background and our foundation is in shambles. And let's just be honest, they be in shambles because we're doing everything that we want to do instead of things that we need to do. And that's just the truth. Like, some people didn't have stuff growing up, so they feel like as an adult, I work hard enough, I deserve it. Um, some people, finances, everybody finances is different.
Right. Right.
And it's always something you could have spent your money on. I always tell Lewis that like there's always gonna be something we could have spent our money on. But at the end of the day, you just have to sit down, write out all your bills. You write all your bills on one side, and I mean like meaningful bills, the bills that you know for sure you have to pay every single month to survive. Then make another column where you put your monthly expenses, like things that you do for you, whether it's your self care from facials, waxing, things that keep you in order. Then you'll take all of that, you're gonna calculate it up, and you're gonna get this number. Now, what can I take away?
Right.
Like, what can I take away? What makes more sense? Um, what will serve my goal more? Like, if your goal is like our goal is to buy a duplex, what will serve our goal more? Like, where can we cut back at? One of the things we are currently getting ready to cut back on is out to eat. So that cuts back on date nights. So we have to just figure out how to have more date nights in house. Um, and although that may seem like a big sacrifice, it's a necessary sacrifice. Like we told y'all, we have plenty refrigerators, plenty food. Food goes to waste in our house sometimes because we go out on dates and
Yeah,
because we
so
take the
much.
kids out or because we hurry up and buy something fast, you know. Not that, Kayla. But yeah, so it's super important to sit down and write those columns. I will have a new journal dropping within the next couple of months that will have a area for each month for budgeting. And sometimes you have to switch your budget a little bit based on the month, based on what you plan on doing, whether it's going on vacation, or you this month, okay, I'm gonna be staying in the house more. So let me take away this thing off my budget because I'm not gonna be doing this as much. I'm gonna wear these braids for 2 months, so I don't have to worry about this hair budget. Like, make sure you sit down and do that. And I know it's very intimidating when you start writing the numbers down, when you start looking at the numbers like, dang, I really be spending this. And I think that's the reason why we shy away from it because it's like, man, I don't really need to know how much I be spending. But in
This shit
all
is
but in
horrible.
all honesty, it's
It's
so
bad. Listen, last week was a tough week to come and say like, let's check what we do because that was a part of the rise thing too. So much money in between like bills, then it's Valentine, then it's the twins' birthday, then it's so much compound that just seemed like I feel like worse than it was. It wouldn't have, it's not a typical week. So
okay. So I'm just about to go through some of these. Indy said one of the most common reasons of failure with financial amongst our peers I've discovered via teaching is properly planning. That's really big
big.
because a lot of times decisions are made on impulse. Buying is made on impulse. Um, people, I feel like sometimes people disconnect what they need to spend to what they want to spend.
Right.
Like it's I don't want to say it's weird, but it's weird. She also said something else. I discovered 96% of our peers don't have a 3-year business plan nor know how to construct one. That's completely true. And honestly, I'm not judging nobody who don't know how to do a business plan or sit down and
Yeah.
plan. But find different apps, find different online templates that can help you, like live, I think it's called live.com or live.com. They help you write a business plan step by step, literally each part of the business plan. You have to invest a small amount, but you will have this business plan that you can keep, that you can look at the numbers and kind of help yourself kind of prioritize what's going to be important for your business or just important for your budget. They have budgeting apps that you can use. I know one of the ones I use that I just started using is what is it called, Rocket Money, or I don't know, but it helps shows me like how much I'm
Oh, you
spending.
did tell me that too.
Yeah, like it told me
I could
like me and
definitely do
Louis
something
spending
similar.
percentage went down um during the last month, which is good because that's the goal. Like we want our spending percentage to go down. That's one of our goals right now. So just finding something that can help you. You don't always have to invest in an actual person if you don't have the funds to do that. But try to invest a small amount in technology to help you get to where you're trying to go. Don't be embarrassed that you don't know how to do certain things or the numbers may not make sense to you. Any of that, like, be honest with yourself. If you can't be transparent with nobody else, be transparent with yourself. I hear people who literally just lie to themselves about their financial situation.
That's another thing. Like when you write out this budget, you can't write what you think sound good on paper or look good on paper. Like be super solid and be 100. It's hard to do it, but it's definitely worth it. Like for me, I deal in cash a whole lot, and because I do that, I have to be super intentional. Like, all right, I'm gonna go deposit this. I'm gonna go make sure I take care of this. But I got to be real about like this is what I think I'm gonna make. This is what I am making. This is what come in after that. So It's a lot. This turned into a whole episode about budgeting, and I don't think it was supposed to be that.
What was it supposed to be?
We was gonna talk about other stuff. I know it's events you trying to play in.
I'm gonna talk about those two in just a second. It's not a long segment for that. But I want to say this before we jump off of budgeting, though. I know we live in a society that tells you to fake it till you make it. I know we live in a society that designer clothes um, verify who people are and where they are in life, huh?
No, I was gonna say, we don't subscribe to that. So.
We don't subscribe to it, but a lot of the world does. You can be the brokest person in the world, and but if you post yourself in a Benz, automatically social media think you got money, and automatically you just became a high commodity. A lot of times we're on the outside looking in, and that's why it's important to understand that social media puts you on the outside looking into people's lifestyles. Don't assume based on what they post, based on the good times that they post. Know that everybody has bad times, and it's okay to say, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna sit these next couple of months out and just focus on getting my pockets together." What you laughing for?
Hey, Kayla is talking about we 56 minutes in. Y'all got time.
I love her. But yeah, so
she gotta come bartend. She been really rocking with us.
She definitely gotta come bartend. Shout out to Kayla. Yeah, she gotta be one of our top
egg rolls and all.
No, but she gotta be one of our top people who
I still
support
listen,
us.
I'm happy I didn't give y'all the other hoodie anyway. So I owe you a hoodie, and I think I owe Sanaya a hoodie. That was supposed to be from the cognac.
I owe Sanaya some soap too. Yeah, I got you. It's made. It's at the shop. Hit me up. Yeah, people really don't. Exactly, Courtney. Like, people really don't post bad times. So when we're on the outside looking in and it's making us feel like we need to rush through our process, like, take a step back and really take a step back and really check yourself, because honestly, I feel like we all have to do it sometimes, because trust and believe all times are not good. Like, just like
social media is a highlight reel.
It's a highlight reel. It's not real life. It's not real life. Social media is not real life. Like, anybody to tell you it's not real life. And it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to invest in yourself to get the help, from your credit to everything. Like, just be transparent with yourself if you can't be transparent with anyone else. But in order to get anything accomplished, sacrifice is necessary. And anybody that tell you that it's not, never sacrificed anything to get where they're at. You gotta sacrifice to elevate, whether it be your time, your spending. Like, sometimes you gotta say, I need to sit down. I gotta sit down. I can't go there. I wanna go. I see you posting your little drink and everything. It look good, but I need to just make this drink at home because I can't go out with you today. I just can't. Because I'm saving for something more important. I'm doing something more important. My goals are more important. Me being financially stable and actually leaving a legacy for the people, for my kids or my family, that's more important. And in some space, in some area, that it takes sacrifice. I watched Giannis new thing on Amazon last night, right? I was up. It was one of my nights I was up. Y'all, I cried the whole thing because it's, first of all, it's so humbling to see where he comes from to where he is now, but to see how he values taking care of his family, how that is the most top priority to him. He doesn't really care about the financial he only cares about the financial of basketball because it's going to help his family. He doesn't care about it for self. And that's why he's still in Milwaukee. And we definitely gotta keep showing him love, because that type of loyalty is valuable. You know what I mean? But just to see where they come from, like when they said his family first finally got here, whatever, he was staying in a 2-bedroom apartment, which is good for him because he was only like 18. He was only 18 when he got here. By the time they got here, he probably was going on 19 or so. He was still a kid. But because they were so used to not having or living a certain way, he had 4 brothers, well, 4 including him, parents. He literally turned his living room into his bedroom, gave the 2 bedrooms to his family, and did not care that he had money now. And they stayed like that for a while. because that's all they needed was each other.
Yeah, facts.
The goal was to get out of where they came from.
And look
And
at them
that's
maxed
what
out.
they did. And so it just it just hit different. And it make you sit back and be like, okay, like this a lot of the things that we deal with and that we complain about, that shit don't really matter. It don't matter.
I agree.
But even like the some of the our work ethic, like when people say, like my dad used to always say, you don't work, you don't eat. Giannis said that on the movie last night, and he was like, but it means something different to me. Like it literally means if I don't work, I don't eat because they struggled for so long, and they really were. He said it was times that his parents missed meals just to make sure they ate. Like their parents' thing was kids don't go to sleep hungry. So if that means they had to go to sleep hungry, they had to go to sleep hungry. Like that's a different type of sacrifice. But it shows you that the little small sacrifice you making, you can do it. You can make the sacrifice. You ain't
Kind
gonna.
of said like him losing his dad, he wanted to give up. We was talking about this. Me and Tootie was at the bar talking about this last night actually, and he was talking to me and one of our cool customers. But I really want to watch it just based off of that stuff because he went through like a
I
slump.
want
He
my
not even
son to
know
watch it because
he
he was
needs
actually
to.
gonna quit. He was gonna quit basketball twice. One when they couldn't get his family a visa to come over. He told them, if y'all can't get my family here, that's who I do it for. If y'all can get my family here, y'all can send me back. I don't want to play basketball. I'm playing for them. I'm not playing basketball for the glitz and the glam. I'm playing for them. Then when his dad died, his dad had a heart attack. He wanted to quit again because he was like depressed, but he didn't know he was depressed. He had never had therapy, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So he was tired of people talking about how he wasn't really pulling through for the Bucks. Like he wasn't getting the championship. You know, they fell short a couple of times. They would get all the way to the playoffs, and that was a lot of pressure for him. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, if this is what it's gonna be, if they gonna be mad at me because I can't get the championship, should I quit? I don't want to do this. And his mom was like, don't quit. And he started going to therapy and things like that. He had never really got the chance to grieve his father at that time because he
Right.
was being strong for everybody else. But to know that he only came here at 18 and had to create a whole new life. Like one of the days, he didn't know what even insufficient funds was. Like he was sending money back and forth to his family. So then he needed to catch a cab to the game. And they had a game that night. He had to be at the game in 30 minutes. Mind you, he don't have a winter coat. People told him about our winters, but he was like, I'm gonna be fine. So he had a little jacket on, whatever. And he came out to check cash in place after sending his family money. And he was like, got in the cab. The cab driver said, I don't take card, I only take cash.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, okay, give me a second. He went back in. The machine said insufficient funds because he had his limit for the day. He had never had that before. He don't know what that means. His English was still messed up. So he like, I don't know what that means. So now he's running to the game from the check cashing place, running on foot. And his family pulled up and was like, hey, didn't you just get drafted to the Bucks? Like, you play for the Bucks. He was like, yeah. It was like, he was like, are you going to the game? He asked the lady, and the lady was like, yeah. She's like, can you take me? She's like, yeah. That's how he got to the game. And when he got there, his coach was like, one of his coaches was like, how did you get here? Who dropped you off? He's like, I don't know. It was a nice family. They were so nice. And it's just crazy because we just take so much for granted. And we gotta figure out how to work on that. But all in all to say, focus on you and what you need to do and stop letting social media rush you through your process. Yes. But events. Let me get into my events.
Yeah, you got some. I got something that I'm trying to put together
Say
too.
your events first.
I know for mine. Matter of fact, Q was down there. I should have stopped down.
I'm about to say
Uh,
that's why you say
Go
your
ahead.
events.
I got so I want to do. We did the podcast game. We slowed up because during our last podcast game, one of our players from Most Unknown Block ended up hurting himself real bad. So kind of slowed us up from that. It was always like a super smooth turnout. I think this last one was our most was the best turnout. Vendors and everything, real life referees, everything was there, man. Shout out to B Mac. He's been the podcast game DJ. So now I'm looking for like a space to do it. I'm looking for a time. I think March might be a little too soon, but I got to figure out something out because it's man. Shout out to TZ Talks. They the winners for the last couple of times, but it's a bunch of other people who want to be included in that. Um, Kayla Lewis Allen reached out to me and wanted to do like an all women's event at the space here, and wanted to do like a pop up shop for all women. And I'm definitely wanting to do so. You know, we maybe have like a bartender, a DJ, and stuff like that. We'll probably have it all women. If I don't bartend, I think that
I think if you don't bartend, a woman should bartend.
I'm cool with that. So we'll end up doing that. It's a couple people we got in mind for that already. The last thing is, or not even just the last thing, but I want to do a car show. Everybody had been on us about doing a car show when we first got this garage in this space. My brother Q had did a car show in the same place like 4 or 5 years ago. It might have been longer than that now. And me and him gonna partner together. My little brother and my pops gonna partner together to try to put something together for like around Ricky's birthday in July. So again, I mean, just going back to like the budget and stuff, but now it's all about planning and I'm trying to figure out like what's the best way for.
I'm gonna help you with the women's thing, so we'll get that planned out. We will be posting for vendors. We'll post how many vendor spaces are available and the cost of the vendor spaces. If you are a woman bartender and you are interested in bartending that day, hit us up, me or Lewis, and we can talk about it. I have a Veggies and Vibe event coming up June the 8th. It will be here at my space. The seats will be limited once I post the tickets. Veggies and Vibes, the best way for me to explain it without giving y'all all the information is the opportunity to vibe, curate a drink, and at the same time, me and my girl are going to teach you how to plant your first vegetable. So we will have a choice of like greens, tomatoes, some herbs. So you will plant two different plants that you will be able to take home and to grow on your own and grow your own food. I think it's very important that we start getting back to our roots and learning how to grow our own food because a lot of the foods we buy, we don't know what's in them. It's so many different things. And y'all know I love gardening. So my nonprofit that I'm currently trying to build is called MKE, Healing Gardeners. It definitely always Black Girls Gardening. But yes, it's a nonprofit where I want to help people learn how to garden, but also get into these kids and allow them to grow something on their own and teach them how to feed themselves no matter what they're faced with, what they're dealing with. So Veggies and Vibes will be my first event under my nonprofit. I'm super, super excited. Those announcements will be coming soon. Like I said, the first one, the seats will be very limited. So you want to get your ticket right away. It's honestly the best. It's gonna be a vibe. When I tell you I'm a curate a vibe, I'm curating a vibe, and it's gonna be lit. I also am a part of event, the Slumber Party, on March the 8th. I'm one of the speakers. I've been tagging it on my page, so make sure you go look. It's a 2-day event. I speak the first day, and I have some more stuff that'll be coming up too. So make sure y'all ready to be a part of these events. Make sure y'all ready to network. Make sure y'all ready to show up for yourself. Make sure y'all ready to talk business. Make sure you're ready to, you know, sow into yourself. You know, sow into yourself. It's gonna be everything, but I'm super excited about Veggies and Vibes, y'all. So I cannot wait. I know a lot of people always ask me about gardening. I started my seeds this year in house, so I'm getting that together, planting all my seeds so they can start growing in the house. And then I'm gonna transport them outside and replant them once we get our garden up and running. But I'm super excited. Every year with gardening is something new, and I just can't wait to share my love of it with y'all, and hopefully it helps heal somebody the way it helped heal me. I'm just super excited. I'm super excited to get it cracking. We're gonna try to keep y'all in the loop about how our backyard is looking, the things that we're building in our backyard. Like our backyard is about to do a whole new tape, like a whole new
Yeah.
tape. So
She got some work planned.
this summer barbecues gonna hit different. It's gonna be cracking.
Now, she just said she's not as inviting as I am. And now she's talking about summer barbecues.
Summer barbecues don't have to be invited to everybody. You can have summer barbecue with a few people.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? It's not the quantity, it's the quality.
Say that. Okay.
Okay? But I think we're gonna end the show there.
I'm cool with that.
I truly appreciate y'all for tuning in
For sure.
to Date Night 6. Y'all been rocking with us. Shout out to y'all. Please share. Please go check out our YouTube channel. Please subscribe. We need y'all. We're trying to get our numbers up. We're trying to get to where we're going.
Yeah.
If
y'all like what we be
if
talking
y'all like
about,
what we be talking about, let us
so-
know. If you're looking for us to talk about, get in depth with more stuff, let us know. We have some more guests that will be joining us soon. We're trying.
If you want to be a guest, if you got topics, if you got whatever, we might do some live audience.
You
stuff. We just trying
definitely
to
can
get
come
rolling.
sit with us.
Yeah. We're just
Yeah.
trying to get stuff rolling, but y'all can definitely come sit with us and chill. I'm thinking about, man, shout out to Rick and them. We gonna probably do some date nights where we maybe we just don't record those nights, but we host
Have
some
date night, game
stuff.
nights, and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna get into all of that, but that's why we need these numbers to get up. So make sure y'all share, make sure y'all comment, make sure y'all get involved with the show with us. Let us know that we are on the right track. We truly appreciate y'all. The Black Business of the Night. We're gonna shout out Seven Seams. She did this hoodie that I have on. She is amazing designer, seamstress, all of the above. She did my wedding dresses. She's made a lot of things y'all see me in. She is now located inside of Rachel B Skin and Beauty. So
Yes,
we
sir.
do have an in-house seamstress who does alterations. She makes things from scratch. She makes bags. She does a lot of amazing things, and I'm super excited to have her on my team. Seven Seams, the owner is Ebby K. If you don't know, now you know. Make sure you check her out. Make sure you support. Make sure you tune in to what she has coming. Right now, she have her bags, her yarn bags available, her crochet bags. They're amazing. Y'all see me with the tan one. I'm about to get another color. This hoodie she made me. This is over a year old. But I have plenty of stuff from her. Like I said, she made my wedding dress. She makes a lot of stuff.
Right.
So make sure y'all check her out. Shout out to her. She's been on her grind for a long time. She has a 4-year fashion degree. So she's not new to this. She's true to this. She 100 with what she's bringing to the table. And so just know you ain't gonna get it ain't no play. She does this. So thank y'all for tuning in.
Sure.
Make sure y'all check her out.
Kayla said spades. Hey, we definitely playing spades. Tell these motherfuckers,
Y'all gonna play
get
spades.
your ass in the car.
I'm embarrassed to tell
Get in
y'all
the car.
I don't know how to play spades, but
Hey.
if you wanna play some Uno,
Man, shout out to Lovey.
Uno or something, I can take that in.
Shout out
Okay?
to Lovey. Shout out to Bendale because they was both talking about it. Hey, listen, we put motherfuckers in the car. Get in the car.
Yeah, they be too serious. I'm not good with that kind of stuff. I ain't even gonna put myself in that situation. So, but shout out to y'all. We'll have some good things coming our way. We planning a lot of stuff. Thank y'all for tuning into us. We appreciate y'all for joining us. That sounds crazy. But good night. We love y'all for free. Thank y'all for tuning in. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. You did all that shit, you gotta go turn it off now.
I know.
Every time, y'all. Every time. I promise I'm gonna get a wireless mic next week.
We had one. Nehemiah lost a little piece. How do you do this?
The show definitely ran at us in TY.
Who?
Kayla, when she was at the crib down in the basement, she showed bust our ass. I ain't gonna lie.
Y'all let her beat y'all?
Yeah, she got her shit off. Every once in a while, she posts that motherfucker again. She posts her hand again. She had a cold hand and wasn't nothing you can do about that shit.
At our house?
Hell yeah.
Oh. Okay, we gotta have another night like that. Okay. Love y'all. Have a good night. Happy Wednesday. Hope y'all rest of the week is amazing. Okay.